spaces in front of schools have great power. They contribute to growing awareness of social and civic importance of collective spaces, their beauty and possible guarantee of citizenship rights. It is in these spaces that children make their first autonomous experiences of urbanity, and they can all be defined as school squares, where the square is that urban place of public life that is fundamental to the relationship among their inhabitants. On this issue, a research group at the Politecnico di Milano has conducted several experiments and proposed some contributions that I will tell you about. Historically, schools and cities have had a close relationship at the beginning of the last century and post-World War II. The growth of cities was rapid and extensive. Some urban planning theories founded the expansion of cities on a measure, and this measure is the neighborhood unit. They defined its extension, organization, and number of residents. So the school gives a dimension to the new urban areas. The shape and size of the spaces ensure sufficient proximity between home and school, a path that children can walk on foot on their own. Attention to its correct size for the balance between spatial planning and daily life has been central for the ideals of the human city. Therefore, schools have been an essential unit of measurement in the growth of cities, and by observing schools, we see the city today. Schools are veritable urban hubs that welcome citizens of different ages, social and cultural backgrounds. Every day, communality and difference occur right at the entrance to the school and inside the school, and this is what makes that space a square, the square par excellence. We now return to our research. In Italy, schools were closed in 2020 during the first phase of the pandemic. The emergency measures have also allowed a critical public debate around school social and urban role. Ways and times of educational and learning services are essential variables influencing all urban activities, organization, movement, time and space. Our work, Unlock Milano Schools, coordinated by Cristina Renzoni and me, for the Department of Architecture and Urban Studies, focused on the special organization of the first cycle of public education in Milano. We identified the school population consistency in different places in the city. The map you see shows the pressure and crowding at the school entrance and exit points. It resulted in a product that had never been made before. In addition, we processed information on the characteristics of school spaces. In this map, you can see the relationship between the school lot and the open area of the school grounds. Finally, we identified spaces near schools, and you can see an example of a detailed analysis here. The left quadrant represents access spaces, school facilities, entrances, sidewalks, and parking lots along the street. The right quadrant represents a school and its proximity spaces defined on pedestrian walking distances. This same database has been taken as a useful tool for elaborating strategies to define urban policies and to reduce the conditions of inequality. Our research will continue in this direction. These places can influence and guide urban regeneration processes because I firmly believe that social infrastructure, including schools, should be at the center of future visions and transformations of cities.
Massa Marmocchi has been accompanying children to school by bicycle in Milan since 2013. It is part of an international bike bus or bike to school movement started in the 90s and has progressively spread to different countries. Cycling to school enables children to experience a different way of moving around the city and to learn how to travel independently. Massa Marmocchi was born following a request from a mother on the Facebook page of Critical Mass Milano, the group of cyclists who ride together weekly through the city to show that the road is not just for cars. The mom wanted to take her children to school by bike in a busy area of the city, but wanted the help from the Critical Mass group to do the school run together. The recipe was, if we occupy the road together, we create a mass of riders that is safer and more visible than going alone. This is the principle of the first critical mass in San Francisco, when a group of bicycle commuters thought that by riding a route together, they would protect each other and have more fun. From this first baby critical mass was born Massa Marmocchi. Marmocchi means kids in Italian, while Massa means mass. Like all bike-to-school initiatives, Massa Marmocchi is a group of children, parents and volunteers who ride to school along a scheduled, predefined route with stops or joining points. Adults are organized to protect children at the front, rear and sides. A key element of the ride is music. The volunteers have a portable speaker with playlists, often chosen by the children to accompany the group and add to the fun. It is also possible to participate using roller skates, rollerblades, or any other non-motorized means of transport. Massa Marmocchi promotes the idea of sustainable urban mobility by educating children to actively experience the street and discover a new way of moving around the city. Since the first Massa Marmocchi, the initiative has spread throughout the city thanks to word of mouth and participant enthusiasm. In just over 10 years, more than 30 schools have activated a Massa Marmocchi group. Currently, we have 15 schools in Milan that regularly organize a Bike to School. Every week, around 500 children go to school with their friends, having fun and learning how to navigate the city streets safely. Massa Marmocchi also fosters social connections. Volunteers often meet, chat over coffee and breakfast after having dropped the kids. Massa Marmocchi aims to spread bike-to-school groups in Milan's primary schools by supporting and encouraging groups of parents to activate their own trips. For this reason, the association created the Marmocchia Toolkit, following a participatory process involving 5 primary schools in Milan. The toolkit can be downloaded from the Massa Marmocchi website and illustrates in 8 steps how to activate a group. It aims to increase the degree of autonomy of the school groups, making the project more sustainable in the medium to long term. From an initial informal and intergenerational group, in 2017 Massa Marmocchi became a volunteer association that, together with other organizations, maintains an ongoing dialogue with public institutions to create child-friendly streets and urban space. The street is the public space per excellence. It is the place where people move, relate, and socialize. The school represents a physical and social reference point within every neighborhood. This is why child-friendly homeschool routes are the heart of the Massa Marmocchi action. A city designed for children is a city that is fit and sustainable for everyone. Mobility represents one of the most significant design challenges for contemporary cities. Good mobility significantly improves citizens' quality of life. School entrance hours have the highest percentage of urban vehicular traffic. Streets and space in front of schools are often chaotic places where cars dominate. This means less safety and more pollution, with negative effects on the health. Bike to School is a rather simple and effective way to spread awareness of urban mobility problems and trigger change. For example, many of our participating schools have applied to the City of Milan's program for pedestrianising school streets, piazze aperte per ogni scuola. For this reason, Massa Marmocchi writes in the city for the city, helping young citizens and their parents look at urban space from a new perspective.